Don't tell me she's a ghost and she's watching us. That would just freak me out. Did you notice as well how this was on a chain here? Oh, hello. So there was a little cat there. Can I just wander out here?
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past.
What's on the bed?
When we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Suspicious to me. Right, can I get back in? Uh-oh, it won't let me back in, guys. Oh well. Alright, so this, I think, is Edie and Sven's room.
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Oh god, that's a lot of, Rob, Lurpy, Purpley. Okay, so she's got a lot of dead birds. Is that a chicken? Looks like a chicken to me. That looks like an owl. Zerpy. I'm sensing a theme here. Is that a dove? Derpy. Burpy. Bob. Bob's a snake! Bob's a snake! Guys? What a weird game.
We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom. When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Okay, so that's the thing that's in the pond outside then. Poor Sven. Built 1937, Sven Finch.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
Edie seems like my kind of person.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
My friend Bigfoot, Sam Photo Awards, Conspiracy Now, Weird America, The Finches. Oh, so there's actually a weird documentary about us.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
Okay. Norwegian folk tales. Okay, we got pills here. Pills here.
Her room was like a museum.
Okay, so that will probably trigger a memory. Lewis, 1988 to 2010. There's a crazy little model of the house there. Oh, look at all these handprints. Calvin and Sam. So they look like twinsies. Calvin and Sam. Big family. Big ass family.
Lewis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
When did he die from? Why is everyone
He
dying?
made me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
So I guess that's the gloves we're wearing now. What's in here?
Even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Okay, that floor's strange. And crunchy.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
It's pretty crunchy. So that's another door that's been sealed up there. Well, I guess that's a cheap way of getting a wheelchair lady into a bathtub. Right, let's see what messed up memories we have with Odin and... Odin? Yeah?
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune.
Click.
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Okay, well, that explains in Walter's room. Do you remember in Walter's room there was a painting of his house under the sea?
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Okay. So that's Odin. So he's the one who brought us all here. Okay. Well, that's a nice little bit of family history.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
A family curse, eh? Oh, you can't beat a family curse. Do you think that's Odin right there? That's a cool name. Joining the great majority. The mysteries of death and thereafter. Oh, God. I'm really quite weirded out by this game. I will not lie. Right. So, can we get out this way, maybe? Oh, hello. There's a secret in this bathroom by Sven and Edith Finch. Okay. These little...
There's a secret in this bathroom.
Okay.
It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Crazy. What a crazy house. Calvin Finch died... Oh, God. Born 1950, died 1951. Who's this?
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
I did this old type of photography once on a course. It's quite satisfying about it. Murder probe clues exhausted. Couple turns land into native heaven. Oh, God. Hunting photos. Hunting photos. Okay, well, let's go down here. Boop, boop, boop. More crawl spaces. Milton. Milton. So where are we going to come out now? Is this the... Oh, this is the Sam and Calvin's room? I guess. Fort Calvin. Okay, so Calvin... Are they on our little... Yeah, so Calvin and Sam are down here. So they were very young when they passed away. I like how they've divided the room to the blue room and the red room. And they've got the classic, this is my room, this is your room. You stay over there, I'm over here.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin.
Although I guess, okay, so perhaps Calvin passed away.
And that he never talked about him.
So maybe he's, what's the word? Like memorialized it? To command center. Oh my God, I'd love to have a room like this.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
What a cool ass room. I'd love to have a room like this. Oh my gosh. So that looks like... So you saw a Lewis memorial in the other room. So it looks like Grandma is making another one... made another one for Calvin. Do we get to blast off in space?
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Swings. I love swings. Swings.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
Okay.
At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't.
I've never broken
I think
a limb.
Calvin always wanted to fly.
I'm quite lucky in that respect.
Calvin! Get on
I'm playing
But
on the
that day-
swing.
He finally made up his mind to do it.
Oh God, is this really?
I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Uh-oh. Oh God.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Well, that's incredibly sad. Incredibly sad.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
But then did poor Sam have to then grow up looking at his brother's room for the rest of his life while he grew up? Because that's incredibly sad if that's the case.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
But then did he have to go from age 10, 11 to 18 just living in the same room? Because that's quite upsetting if that's true. Because, I mean, all of this stuff looks pretty grown up. Can I look at that? Marine Corps Certificate of something or other. So he got into photography, hunting, and marining. Fair enlist. What's that? Samuel Finch. Yeah, so it looks like he went properly into the military career. Right, let's take a look at... That's a cute set of books. It's cute. Oh. Boof. These little trapdoors are amazing, aren't they? Kind of makes me wish I could do that with my house. I guess maybe I could have something cool going into the basement. Right.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
So we can go out this way. So that's where the wine cupboard is. And then carry on to here. Halloween! Oh God. Okay. So this is Barbara's room, the film director.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Oh, not film director. The young girl who starred in this. Oh yeah, I must have misread the old back of the brassiere. The back of the chair. Now showing. Oh, she won an Oscar for it. Is that an Oscar? Maybe. I don't know. Some kind of award.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Yeah, you definitely see child stars nowadays. So another memorial. So 1944 to 1960. So she was 54, blah blah math. 16? 16. I'm amazed I can do all this math. Alice in Wonderland, Greek tales. So a lot of mythology and stuff in this house. Happy birthday, Barbara. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 candles. 16 candles. Sorry, I'm just exploring everything in this room before I touch the thingamajiggy. I've just ordered myself a vinyl player because my old vinyl player broke. So I've ordered myself a new modern one. dreadful stories.
Of all the
Guest star.
stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch.
Okay.
As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box.
Oh.
The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Okay.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue.
Well, this doesn't seem good.
She reached for the music box.
Wait. Oh, this comic's getting all interactive.
She found the key. She listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Nice reference music. Oh my gosh.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
How can they use this music? I guess it's copyright free now. Rick? Oh my god, this is from the movie Halloween, for those of you who don't know. One of the finest horror movies ever. Classic slasher movie. What the hell?
The
Okay.
gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Oh god, that's the saw that Dad cut his hand on. Ugh, no thanks. I don't want to get hooked on a feeling. Hello? Rick?
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Okay. Hello? Rick?
Oh dear!
Oh.
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well-
I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then
True.
act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out,
Correct.
but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the Late Late Picture Show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up. This is a trick. You're dead, Walter.
Oh dear. Oh, one of those cute little egg things. Okay. Pro tip, don't trust anything. Those are some cool Halloween decorations. I like those. Good. Strong. It's gonna be the real killer now. Well, that's not cool. I could have tripped on that. Walter? Walter Finch?
Are you there?
Walter? Who really likes trains?
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Uh-oh.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
Yeah, get wrecked.
And he was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
I've had enough of you, mate.
There's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Oh, God. Come on. Alright, Molly's room. Just, just double checking that there's nothing else here that we missed. Yeah, looks alright. Looks good. Out the window?
She thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it.
Oh, I would. I know what that little bugger's got himself into. In your face, mate! Oh!
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Okay. Don't fall down. Don't fall on that skate there. That would be quite tragic. Can I run away here? I'd quite like to run away here. Oh, I was gonna bust up the pumpkin. Oh, he's not gonna be there when we turn around, is he? He's gonna be gone. Oh, Barbara's gonna get hooked.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Oh, that's a cheap shot. Cheap shot. Police? Police?
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh, God.
Oh dear.
What?
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent.
Well, that's rather tragic.
She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night.
Oh, so that's the mystery couple thing.
Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard. But that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Oh my god!
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
That was dreadful. That was a terrible pun. That was a cool story, but there's an ear on the back of the comic.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Jesus Christ. That was awesome though. I love the way this game is like telling stories in so many different ways. That is so cool. Wow. But that also explains the mystery article, you know, the like mystery couple have disappeared article. But wow, this family really is quite cursed, isn't it? Gee. Right, so we just finished with Barbara's room. So back out we go. Bloop. Bloop.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Because it has a creepy ear in it? It's time to go to the basement. It's time to go to the basement. Creepy, creepy basement. That's where her ear was, apparently. I like music boxes. Somebody gave me a Totoro music box. That's great. I mean, nothing creepy ever happens in the basement. Here we go. Hello? Can I turn the power on? Bleach, bleach. Lots of bleach in this house. And children's cribs. Cribs? Cots? Pushchairs, that's the word. Pushchairs. Sven. Oh, is this... Okay,
Mom
so...
said the basement was off limits. Unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Well, yeah, given that Sven used to cut his fingers off and stuff. So I guess these are the... Well, that's optimistic. These are all the kind of things that ED has been making memorial plaques on. Oh, it's a little tiny dragon. I want a granddad who makes cool dragon-y things.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Of what? Drugs? Oh god, it's really dark and I can't see a thing. This is good. I can't see a thing on my screen. Oh.
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
All the heads in the fridge. Hello? Oh.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Okay. Well, this is definitely not ominous.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone.
What the
She said
heck?
after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
I mean, sure, they just happen to have a underground layer full of albinos.
If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Oh, please don't say I'm going to die at the end of this. I don't want to die. Okay, so we've got a fallout shelter. That's cool. This reminds me of Cloverfield Lane or whatever. What was it? 1 Cloverfield Lane? That was a great film. Oh, this is Walter. So what, Walter just lived down here for 50 years? Oh no, it looks like he has travelled. Brazil, I've been there. Russia, I haven't been there. Thailand, I've been there. India, I haven't been there. France, I've been there. I've been to China. I haven't been to Mexico. I've been to Spain. So yeah, I'm not as well travelled as old Walter here. Just gonna check everything out before I flick his memory. Okay, well that's cool. He made a little underground area for himself. And still fascinated by trains, it would seem. 2005. He stayed down here until. Okay.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
Wow.
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week.
What? Why is the shaking?
But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I
Canned
always expected
peaches.
to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
Is this under a train line or something?
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped.
So that just jumped from, what was it, 19-something or other to 2005.
Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting.
So there was no
Or
shaking
maybe
today.
I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
Okay. So what was the shaking then? Was it PTSD maybe, or something like that? From whatever happened with Barbara? I'm so confused. And were they happy with him just living down in the basement for ages? Wait, no, they said Edie knew, didn't she? Because she was taking packages down there. So Edie knew Walter was living down here with his construction kits. And
I know it's out there somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly.
so he was trying to hide from the
Calvin.
family curse. What's this? Oh, a rubbish pit, I guess. So, yeah, I'm guessing he was trying to hide from the family curse, maybe.
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food.
So
I
it
don't
was
mind if I
train
only have a
tracks.
year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Yeah. So Walter saw something happen to Barbara, or like Barbara, disappearing.
I'm
So I
sure
guess,
my mom was trying to protect me.
scared of the family curse, he barricaded himself down here. Edie knew and brought things down to feed him and help him out. And then what? So he lives near some train tracks, hence the rumbling every single day. And then one day he just decided to get on with it and got hit by a train.